This is what you call development. Hey everyone, Templar74 here with another Yu-Gi-Oh video, and today's Yu-Gi-Oh video is going to be my thoughts regarding the latest episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's episode 89, Tiger and Dragon. And I gotta be honest with you guys, this episode was great. This was an awesome development episode. I loved this episode. It had a little bit of everything. We saw growth for Rook. We saw Tiger, one of my most favorite characters in Sevens, probably my second favorite right behind Otis. And the stakes could not have been higher at this point in the series. So this episode had a little bit of everything, but I'm rambling, and at risk of further rambling, we'll talk about this soon enough. Let's move on to the actual episode. So the episode begins where we left off last week, the rush duel between Tiger and Rook. And basically, Tiger is telling Rook, I'm here with you for a reality check. You can't make things what you want it, but if you think you can, duel me. And the rush duel between these two show just Tiger's been the superior one throughout this series, and it's been that way. And it seems evident through this duel. She's on top, even able to destroy Rook's new dragon, which, by the way, was epically animated. Miragia Star was incredible. Still wasn't enough. Tiger destroys it with the trap card. Rook's on the back foot, but he ultimately manages to pull out the win by bringing out I always get his dragons mixed up. Dragia Star F comes out, his first fusion monster, the one that we saw under the Rookman. This monster comes out, and it's ultimately what wins him the duel, and he's finally gotten up on Tiger. He showed that he's finally grown, he's surpassed her, he's no longer in her shadow, and the feelings that we felt throughout this duel were enough to amplify the Poly effect, which shut down the entire city system. And yeah, this is just the break we needed. All the drones on the moon hit stop. They've got a moment to breathe. And yeah, they got to act fast, though, because this ain't going to last long, as Neil so elegantly points out. And so, yeah, that is really the episode in a nutshell. Like I said, this episode had a little bit of everything. I loved this episode. Rook finally got up over Tiger. Development at its finest. No complaints in this episode for me whatsoever. And overall, I give this episode a 9 out of 10. Actually, no, you know what? I'm going to take that back. This episode is actually going to get a 10 out of 10 for me. Very rare for Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s at least. But yeah, this episode, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10 because you know what? This episode really had no complaints from me. I really enjoyed this episode. But as always, those are just my thoughts, and as always, I want to hear yours. So, in the comments section down below, let me know what your guys' thoughts were about this week's episode. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you think it was just there? What are your thoughts? Just let me know in the comments section down below, because as always, I enjoy hearing from you. Alright, everyone, as always, Templar74 signing off. Have a great day, everybody, and I'll talk to you all next time. Goodbye, everybody.